All right, you guys can sit down. I mean, if you want, I guess. All right, so first things first, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You do all look so great and well-dressed, especially you, Joe. But today is not about you, so I'm going to need y'all to simmer down. I want to extend a very special thank you on behalf of the lovely couple up here. Today, while it's not about you, they wanted you to know that you are very close family and friends, and they are honored to have you here with them today. I'm going to need you to not cry until later. Thank you. Now, you are also given flower petals. You have a job to do once this whole shindig's over, once they're leaving. I'm going to need you to hold on to them. Don't lose them. They're going to be pelted with those flower petals when they are leaving. Remember that? That is important. All right, now to the serious stuff. Well, I mean, in a little bit. So what are we doing here today? I'm so glad that all of you asked. To be honest, I thought it was self-explanatory, considering this is a wedding. But sometimes you just have to explain everything. So thank you, Joe. We are here to celebrate not Matthew and Terrie's separate lives, but their one life. That's right, just the one life that they will begin together. These two young bucks are vowing to make that life incredible here today in front of all of you. To celebrate the unity and the joining of these two lives into one pretty okay life. Pretty big, beautiful life. Now, this is where it's going to get a little sketchy, because I have another set of papers here. And there's 2 pages. Because they allotted me some time for some stories. Now, I'm not going to take the time to focus in on me because I'm awesome or anything. But I do want to take this time to focus on them on a personal note. I'm not going to do it. So, I was racking my brain trying to figure out what to say while I was up here for the longest time, for this little Dakota story. Do I talk about how I spoke to Terrie's friends and family? Do I talk about how I learned how close Terrie and Danielle were? So close that Danielle would skip class when Terrie was in gym class. And from what I understand, Terrie didn't do anything about it. Especially no responsibility given. Terrie, what happened there?
She's the older sister.
Do I talk about how at one point Terrie had to cut her hair in what was described as only a monster from the Black Lagoon because she got lice when she was young? All right, I made that last part up. She did get her hair cut, but it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. I can confirm now.
Yeah.
Are there pictures?
To be determined. I thought that perhaps we could talk about a trip that was taken by Terrie and Matthew with some friends and family down in Nashville, and Terrie stole a cowboy hat off a stranger's head. There is photo evidence of that.
Matt was very angry.
And from what I understand, Matthew was about to have a cow.
I was about to get punched in the face.
Then I thought, oh no, that's just the Terrie part. We haven't even gotten to Matthew. Now I could talk about Matthew all day. For some of you, you may know him as Maxwell, as I do, but today he's Matthew. And how about, for some reason, with no formal basketball training at all growing up, he could make the most ridiculous, unbelievable shots in his life. But if you bring him 2 foot to the hoop, he couldn't make a layup. Doesn't make sense. I could talk about the time that me, Matthew, and our other friend Feely took a weekend-long trip, an outrageous trip, to try out for a semi-pro football team in Kansas City. Now that is wild in and of itself, but the trip home was crazier because we came up on a car that was stranded on the side of the road, and we thought, oh no, let's hope something bad isn't happening to them. And then we promptly found out why they were pulled over. There was a dead deer in the middle of the highway. We hit it, the car jumped about 400 feet in the air, and we thought we killed a guy.
Jeez.
That's a true story. Or I could totally talk about how proud of Maxwell I am for being here on time today. Considering the last time we were in a wedding today, Matt, our friend Matt Moore, hey Matt back there, and Mr. Matt Maxwell were late to Josh and Mallory's wedding. Not because they didn't come, but because they were in a parking lot trying to figure out what time the thing started. So congratulations, Maxwell. Oh, wait. Let's talk about how at the bachelor party a month ago, we got my 3-year-old's first ever soccer ball stuck in a tree. So Matthew, had the great idea to go get his 20 gauge and shoot it out of 50 feet of air. And did it work? Yes. And there is video evidence of that.
I'd like to clarify, I shot the branch in half. Didn't shoot the ball.
Tree did not survive. But they heard. But no, I don't want to mention any of those stories today. Those are probably embarrassing. I don't want to talk about them in the slightest. What I want to say is that Matthew, or Maxwell, like I said, as our friend group calls him, is one of my oldest and closest friends, a brother, really. I could always count on you to be a straightforward person with me. If I was being dumb or doing something that your very strong opinions disagreed with. I thought that if I ever had the chance to tell him of how proud I am of him and how much I look up to him, I would. Even though he is shorter than me. I would want to tell Terry that these last few years getting to know her have been absolutely amazing and cannot wait to see what is in store for both of you. If given the chance, I would want to tell you both that while I know you both have been through some extremely hard circumstances trying to find each other in the dark, you made it. Here we are. I would like to tell a story about how the day Matthew called me and said, hey, we're coming up to Indiana to visit you guys, and I'm bringing a friend. I could hear the excitement in his voice accompanied with nerves. Now, why you would ever be so nervous to introduce someone to me, that's the question in and of itself. But I need to let you know that I felt incredibly honored that you trusted your now future wife to meet me first. You're insane. I can recall the moment during that trip that I knew Terry he finally found her. We were sitting on the beach. I don't know exactly what we were doing, but it was off of Lake Michigan, and it wasn't just that Terry was clearly kind, caring, generous, loving, or overall awesome, which of course you are, unless you're talking to people at your job on the phone. Your character is strong, and that's amazing, but that's not the reason. It was the way that Matthew looked at you and smiled, the way that he laughed, he was happy, just the overall way that he felt, and you could just tell that you were it. At that moment, I remember thinking I've never seen Maxwell in my then 25 years ever this happy. And then, of course, it was reaffirmed the day he proposed to you. Just before you walked into the room, Maxwell was standing there, and I said, hey man, are you nervous? He goes, Maxwell, I don't know, we'll see. I said, hey Maxwell, hold your hand out flat. He took his hand, he stuck it out, and the normal, steady hand of Maxwell was shaking right before he asked the greatest question he could ever ask of his life. Then all of us knew. So listen, I could go on and on, but I think they're playing me off. So I'm just going to continue with the ceremony. But I want to let you guys know that I love you both. I'm incredibly honored to be here with you guys today. And you guys deserve each other. Now, I just spoke about some awesome stories, but I ended with the word deserve. How they deserve each other. But really being deserving of each other isn't just about saying, hey, I'm a good guy, I deserve a good gal, or vice versa. It's not about entitlement or even what you think was given to you. In marriage, there are going to be minutes, hours, and even days that you may not feel like, how did I get so blessed? I don't deserve you. Hold on to that. That's a good feeling. Chase each other with everything you have. Now, me personally, my wife and I have been together for 10 years, and there's one thing that I've learned, that is love is simply not just a word or a feeling, rather an action that you choose to do every day. A song somewhere once said, love is not a fight to come and go as you please. It's a house we enter in, then commit to never leave. So lock the door behind you and throw away the key and work it out together. Let it bring you to your knees. Love is a unification of mind, bodies, and souls. So this is the challenge of marriage, to deserve the unity that is bringing you together every morning, every night, in every bad time and in every good time. Now this time, I would ask if Danielle and Jimmy would come up with what we are calling unity letters. Matthew and Terry, as part of their willingness to deserve each other, to show that they deserve each other, have written letters to each other that they may open in their beautiful future. How gorgeous of a gesture that they will show with each other and share with each other through the years. They will place the letters in this box, and at certain points in their one life together, they will open them and be reminded not only of their love for each other, but what it means, what they mean to each other. Go ahead.
Who's walking around? Fold it.
There you go.
He's an engineer, ladies and gentlemen. Now take each other's hands. And put the right hand in, left hand out. Take a moment to reflect on the unity that you are about to feel and experience as you embark on your lifelong journey together. Now look at your hands. Now these are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear and grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will hold, these are the hands that will help you hold your family as one. And these are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Now I'm done talking for a little bit. And at this time, Terry and Max would like to express the promises they will hold together throughout their lives. I gotta get ready. It's so windy.
Terry, I promise to forgive, to let go of grudges, to seek resolution when conflicts arise, and to always choose love over pride.
Matthew, I promise to laugh with you, to find the joy in the little things, to share a sense of humor, even when life gets tough.
Terry, I promise to honor and respect you, to always value you as an equal partner, to lift you up and to never take you for granted.
Matthew, I promise to listen to you with an open heart and an open mind, to respect your thoughts and opinions.
Terry again. I promise to love you even when you eat canes without me.
Matthew. I promise to be your support. Always encourage you to be the best version of yourself.
For the last time, Terry. I promise to love you unconditionally and without hesitation, through the good times and the bad, for all of our days together.
And we're back to me, huh? All right, I want to ask Jimmy and Danielle to come up one more time and bring forward the rings.
Do we give it back?
I want to see. Ew. All right, so what you guys gonna do? It'll be Maxwell first.
Go ahead.
No, just place it real close. Okay. So, this ring is not only a symbol of my love for you, but a promise that I will always stand by you as your partner, your equal, and your best friend. So, Matthew, do you take Terry to be your partner, your equal, your best friend, and now even more, your wife?
I sure do.
Place the ring. Now over to you, Terry. Terry. Terry, do you take Matthew to be your partner, your equal, your best friend, and now even more your husband?
I do.
Place the ring.
And it fits.
It's a fit? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's no backing out now. Okay. Now, by the power invested in me by quickyordination.com.gov/org, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now engage in mouth-to-mouth kiss your bride.
Ready for the dip?
Ladies and gentlemen, do me the honor of please standing. Getting your flower petals ready to throw as hard as you can. We're thinking Jacob deGrom, Randy Johnson type stuff. Because it is my great pleasure to introduce for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Maxwell. Oh, thanks, dear. All right, I got one more announcement here.
Want me to hold it?
I think.
Come on.
Family, please stay seated for photos.
Yeah, we can walk
Good
it
luck.
and they can-